Watching the city gate being breached, the woman threw herself into the emperor's arms, wanting to die with him, but the emperor pulled out a dagger, intending to kill her with his own hands. She had thought they would walk hand in hand into the afterlife, but she never expected that in the next moment, the emperor would push her toward the enemy army to shield him from the blades. Only then did she realize that she was nothing more than a tool for his use. It turned out that years ago, to help him seize the throne, the woman's family had betrayed an army general on the battlefield, leading to the general's tragic death. She had helped her beloved man gain the entire kingdom, but in return, her whole family was massacred by the general's son. With tears of regret streaming down her face, the woman closed her eyes. When she opened them again, she found herself reborn. At that moment, she was in the middle of a wedding ceremony, marrying the young general. Her family had arranged this marriage to seek the young general's forgiveness. The woman knew that to save her family this time, she had to make the young general fall in love with her at all costs. That night, she applied fragrant ointment all over her body, confident that the young general would be enchanted by her. However, on their wedding night, the young general fell asleep right away, placing his sword between them. He threatened to kill her if she dared to cross any boundaries. To break the ice between them, the woman took the sword and cut herself while the young general was fast asleep. The next morning, seeing the wound on her shoulder, the young general felt that he had been too harsh. Before leaving, he left a jar of ointment for her. The couple went to pay their respects to the elderly matriarch together. The matriarch hoped this marriage could resolve the long-standing feud between the two families, but only the young general knew that this was just a ruse to let his army recuperate. The woman's presence filled the young general's cousin with intense jealousy. That night, the cousin drugged the young general, hoping to seduce him while he was unconscious. Unexpectedly, the young general managed to resist her advances. He dragged his weak, drugged body to find his wife. Before the woman could react, he pounced on her. Realizing that her husband had been drugged, she struggled to break free and then soaked him in icy water to counteract the drug's effects. When the young general regained consciousness the next day, he saw some unknown ointment on the table and assumed the woman was the one who had drugged him. The woman tried desperately to explain, but he refused to listen. In a fit of rage, he drove her out of the city. The woman originally planned to return to her family home and wait for news from the young general, but on the way, she was suddenly ambushed by bandits. When she woke up again, she saw a man whose face she would never forget. She had been infatuated with him in her previous life, but now she wanted nothing to do with him. Just then, a soldier rushed in to report that the entire city was filled with explosives, waiting for the young general's army to walk into the trap. And at that moment, the young general's army was already approaching the city gates. It turned out that the young general had accidentally overheard his cousin admitting to drugging him, and he finally realized that he had wronged the woman. Learning that his wife had been kidnapped, he immediately dispatched his army to rescue her. Upon hearing that her husband might be in danger, the woman burned through the ropes binding her hands and escaped to deliver the warning. But when she saw her husband's rescue troops, she froze in her tracks. She was not sure if the man who had once vowed to slaughter her entire family would still believe her. Behind her stood the man who had sacrificed her as a human shield in her previous life. Standing in the middle of the battlefield, she was torn, not knowing which way to turn.